And hello, Mr. Andrew.
Hi, how's it going?
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And a big, big, big congrats on the wedding banquet. Funny, sweet, and very, very true. You made me cry tears of
Oh,
joy. I love the film.
well, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, so take us from the very beginning. What got you interested in reimagining Ang Lee's 1993's film, The Wedding Banquet?
Ang Lee's The Wedding Banquet was the first gay film that I ever saw. I was an 8-year-old boy, and my mom rented it from a video rental store, not knowing that it was a queer film, and we watched it as a family. It's so special to me that my first gay film also happened to be gay and Asian,
Yeah.
and I think it really put me on the right path as a person and as a filmmaker. Um, you know, because of that, I was actually very hesitant to remake this movie. But I thought about how so much has changed for the queer community since 1993. And I thought about how different queer family building is, now that we can get married and, queer families like having children. Yeah, and these are two subjects that I am actively talking about with my boyfriend today. And so I took this very personal exploration about queer family building and used it as my inspiration to tell this modern story, using the philosophy and the style and the love that I have for the original film.
Oh, well, you know what? Your film has equal parts joy and drama, much like the original. So, what was your main edict to make sure you stay true to the spirit of the original film?
I think it was always about capturing a sense of humanity. What I love about um, Ang Lee's The Wedding Banquet is that these characters feel like human beings that exist outside of the frames of the film. Um, and so I worked very hard with our cast to really three-dimensionalize these characters, building a lot of texture and intimacy in their relationships. Lee and Angela, played by Lily Gladstone and Kelly Marie Tran, just finding a way for them to say I love you to each other.
Yeah.
And, you know, Chris and Min, played by Bowen Yang and Han Chan, like finding, their morning routine. And so all of that, I think, was my way of retaining the spirit of the original film.
Thank you for mentioning them because I love all your cast members here. But let's talk about, it's about biological and chosen family members, right? Let's talk about the biological ones here. The actors who play them, they're both amazing. That one scene, the wedding banquet, if you may, the two of them was like, wow. And now that's the gist of the whole film. And I love, love, love it. Talk to us briefly how you worked with these two fantastic ladies.
Yeah, Joan Chen, a legend of Chinese cinema, and Youn Yuh-jung, a legend of Korean cinema, together in a scene. Like, come on, the honor of a lifetime to direct them. I wanted to let them have the space to collaborate, with each other.
Yeah.
And I think Joan was bringing in a lot of her experience as a mother, and so was Youn Yuh-jung, just kind of bringing in, her experience being a mother. She has a gay son. There was something about their past experiences that really fed into these characters in a beautiful way. Um, you know, I can't imagine, having a better cast. And I'm so glad that I got to work with, Joan and YJ.
Yeah, you know what, YJ, by the way, when I talked to her, I mean, I love seeing her transformation from one character that you thought she was to another character that we didn't see coming, but we slowly see her transformation getting there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I think that that arc is so beautifully rendered by YJ, and um, I think again there was a lot of personal inspiration that she took, and I'm so honored that she wanted to do this movie.
Real quick, The Wedding Banquet arrives in theaters on April 18th. What do you hope for viewers to get after watching the film?
I hope they watch the film and understand how difficult it is to build family, especially for queer people, and that once you do build family, that you have to celebrate it.
I don't want to add, especially for queer Asian people.
Yeah, I know.
From
I know.
experience. But I want to say, 감사합니다. 안녕 하세요.
Well, thank you.
Big congrats on The Wedding Banquet. Again, everyone should say I do to watching the film. So good luck on everything.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Andrew.